Hey, it's Allison and Courtney. We're back here for Making Time for Your Health, the fruit and vegetable series, and we're going to be focusing on pears today.
Yeah, so another one of my young little fruit trees in my yard. Just planted it a couple years ago, so not big yet, not making a crop yet, but soon to come. Pears are a pretty tough fruit tree option. You know, a lot of fruit trees, well, some of the really popular fruit trees can be a little more finicky about the soil, that, you know, good drainage, and they have got more pests, but we do have some pear varieties, some of the European hybrids that are considered really tough. They've seen them producing in old abandoned homesteads where the house is long gone, but the pear tree is still there, just going strong. So they can be, you know, some varieties can be really tough and pretty easy to grow. When I was growing up, I was really little. My family had a pear orchard, and I was, you know, only like 3 years old. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I do remember being in the newspaper because we grew a pear that was the size of my head. So pears are just fun. If you want to grow them in your yard, you do need two varieties. You have to have two different varieties in the vicinity for pollination. They're not self-fruitful, so they have to have a different variety for cross-pollination. So variety selection is important, of course, with fruit trees. Make sure you choose a well-adapted variety, choose a good rootstock. Caloriana is a popular one for rootstock, but there's one called Betulifolia that might be more well-adapted to our alkaline soils, but it's a bit harder to find, so you can probably get by with Caloriana if you need to. Just go to tomgreen.agrilife.org and click on horticulture to get a list of recommended fruit varieties for the Concho Valley. So again, pears are they're a little more adaptable than some of the fruit trees. A lot of fruits like the stone fruits, peaches, they need particularly well-drained soil, but pears are a bit more adapted to heavy soils that stay wet longer. So just a good one to try. I love pears. I like to pick them and can them. I love canned pears. Yep. And pear butter is also good, like apple butter, really, but it's pears. Tastes the same.
Yeah, it's super good for you too. You know, it does provide vitamin C and that dietary fiber for your body, so it's really good for you, and you can add them to all kinds of different dishes. You know, I like to add it to like pork chops, you know, or you know, you can have it as a savory dish or some kind of, you know, sweet something that's good for you. But don't let them ripen completely on the tree, because it provides that poor texture and also that flavor. So go ahead and harvest them whenever they're firm, sort of like softball, you know, feeling, and they'll turn from a green to a yellow color. So go ahead and pull them off the tree and then let them ripen then in your house. You know, you'll take between 7 and 14 days, and you'll know whenever they're ripened and they're ready to use and you know, eat fresh.
But soften up a bit.
Yeah, make sure whenever you do store them, if you do store them in the refrigerator, don't put them next to the onions, because they are definitely odor absorbing. So you don't want your pear to taste like an onion.
Now that's not a good surprise.
But they're really good for you. They are in the apple family, so they do have that good crunch to them. So you can add them to even salads. So I encourage you to.
Yeah, I like that just good old-fashioned Southern salad where you just have some, you know, lettuce and a pear half, a little mayo and cheese.
Yes, it's so good, and it's healthy for you too. So, but encourage you to get out there, you know, with the kiddos, plant some, you know, pear trees. You know, it looks like they get pretty tall. So, all right, we'll be back with you next time for Making Time for Your Health with a different fruit or vegetable. Thank you.